this so that you guys can get the recording after. What's going on? It's your boy Josh Gavin. Welcome back to another video where I jump on and I rant about what's working right now across all the offers on our portfolio and things I'm seeing there with our clients, with consulting calls, all that fun stuff. I see a lot of data and I test a lot of different things and I like to share it. And so that's what we do here. If you are watching on YouTube, which shout out to you guys for subscribing to the YouTube channel at 600 subscribers. What's up? Your boy's a guru. Get me to 1,000 and we will do a giveaway. Just kidding. No giveaway. But anyways, if you're on YouTube, click subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'm always checking those out. And if you are on Facebook, make sure to smash a fat like as well as drop a comment because Facebook rewards the algorithm when there are comments. And so leave some comments if you're watching live. Say what's up. And I will be monitoring the live stream right here so I can answer your questions as we go on. But today we're answering a common question that I get all the time on consulting calls that I do with people that are looking to build and launch a low ticket ascension offer to their back-end products or just introducing one to whatever they have going on. And the question I get all the time is, will low ticket work in my market? Will it work in my audience? Or where does low ticket not work? And so to answer this question, we first need to understand the principle and the philosophy of a low ticket offer. Now, the first thing I want to say is low ticket offers are nothing brand new, guys. It's so funny. This whole new wave of low ticket that's coming around it's so funny. People are looking at it, oh my gosh, I never thought of that I can acquire customers at a break even or liquidate my ad spend and then sell them more stuff to make more money. It's this whole new epiphany that people are having. But it makes sense because for the last 3 years, we've had all these high ticket gurus just saying, sell high ticket, and they're not doing anything else. And now all those people, what are they doing? They're doing low ticket. Go to their ad library. I check it all the time. It's crazy. But anyways, we're not here to roast gurus. All love. But the idea of low ticket funnels and offers, they're nothing new. All right. They've been around forever and they're used all over the place. And so I first want to establish that. And we need to understand the history of why they exist and why they're here. Now, as you know, people back in the day, you hear people, I think it was Dan Kennedy, his whole thing of, oh, the person who can spend the most to acquire a customer, the person who wins, whatever. I don't know it exactly. But we've heard him say this. We heard Russell Brunson rip it and say it all the time in his books, all over the place. And that saying and that statement could not be more true as time goes on, because as time goes on, as more people have been entering the space, running Facebook ads, there's more competition. Every day we have gurus filling this place with more coaches, the info product people trying to launch their offer and bidding for your traffic on Facebook. The cost goes up. The cost continues to go up. And I think Alan, he did a post on this in his Facebook group on it's like market effect, like more people enter a market or advertising markets and what happens. But it's just straight and dry. The cost of ads is going up. It's continuing to go up. And that's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. It's just how it is. The barrier to entry is so low. So it's continuing to go up. And that's been happening. And companies that scale, when you have a company that's trying to scale, it's going to require more spend. They're going to have to get in front of more people. And they're going to be spending a lot more money. And to keep their business alive, they're going to have to be able to recoup that cash to keep things moving. And so long ago, businesses realized, shoot, instead of just relying on one product, maybe we should have multiple products and only pay to get a customer one time and sell them more stuff later. And so that concept has been around forever. People have been doing it all over the place. And so it's nothing brand new. In low ticket offers, the idea of a low ticket offer only really works, like I said before, if you have the back end offer, because that's where you really make the money. And so the reason why low ticket offers work is because it's a low price product on the front end. That means it's low risk for your customer. And so there's not as much resistance for them to grab it. And then when they purchase it, it then develops a relationship with them where you can then ascend them or maybe sign high ticket stuff, but sell them more stuff later on. That's why it works. And so knowing that's like the principle and the philosophy of it and the reason it exists is so that you can spend more to acquire a customer, liquidate your spend to have cash in your company, to stay alive and to acquire relationships. Knowing that is the principle, you can look at any market and see how it can apply. Now, I had somebody come to me and they were like, Josh, it was like it was accountants or something, some sort of local business where it's a brick and mortar. and they were asking the question of, hey, Josh, does low ticket work in brick and mortar? And I'm like, well, do you have a low risk, low priced product or service that you can offer that you can just break even on or even lose money on to acquire a relationship and build trust with somebody? And he was like, oh, you got this, we have this. And he lists off all these different things that are really low risk, low price, low time involved. And that's a big thing, low energy required for you to fulfill. He had so many different ideas. And I'm like, well, boom, it works. Because again, the principle of it is to acquire a relationship, to build that trust, and then sell them more stuff afterwards. And so, guys, yes, the answer is yes. This could work in any market. It can work in any market. It doesn't just work in info. It doesn't just work in coaches and for high ticket on the back end. This works in e-commerce. You see e-commerce companies doing this all the time. They sell you a little $10 product, a deodorant, or buy your native deodorant, $12 for deodorant. And then after you buy that, what are they doing? They're selling you more stuff, right? They paid to acquire you once, they're selling you more stuff. It happens all over the place. So it's nothing brand new. It's nothing revolutionary, but a lot of people get it wrong and they don't understand, how do I sell them more stuff afterwards, right? How do I make money off these people? And that's where people go wrong. And so, yes, low ticket offers can work in every single market. I don't care where it is. We can come up with one and be like, boom, here's your low price, low risk, low time involvement product on the front end. And here's how it's going to get them to the point where they need your other products. Now, here's the thing. Low ticket offers will not work for you if you do not understand how to ascend people or upsell them after you've acquired them from your front end offer. I have a lot of people where they come to me and they're like, Josh, I look around at the market, or I was funnel hacking and I was looking at, ad library ads, some of these offers that are on that used AC, like the automatic clients funnel or low ticket funnel. And I see that their ads aren't live anymore, or they're not launching new ads. And you look around the market, and I look myself and I see this happening all the time. There's a ton of low ticket offers that used to be running that are no longer live. And for a while, I was like, why is that? And for me personally, I first thought it was like the funnel structure itself that was flawed. And it's like, oh, it must not be working because of the low ticket funnel and what's happening on the front end or their ads and whatever. But when I really looked into it and talked to people and actually talked to people who were running these funnels, what they told me is that they just couldn't stay profitable. And so they were running these campaigns on the front end, just like, boom, one in, $1 out, maybe it was 0.9, 0.8, 0.7. And that was it. And they were losing money and they could not make any money on the back end. And so it just didn't make sense for them to keep spending that money because they were just losing it over time, and it kept going down and down and down. And then when I looked at the funnels that were successful, the ones that were actually like making money, they were staying sustainable, they're still live. What I realized is that they had their back end dialed in, where they were able to ascend people and take someone from a front end buyer to a high ticket customer, or just sell them more low ticket products on the back end. And so for you guys, when you're building your low ticket offer, don't get so hung up in trying to make your front end so perfect and dialing every little percentage and trying to increase your front end conversion rate by 1% and your order bump by 2%. And oh no, my OTO is at 19%. I need it at 20 or 25. And you get a lot. Don't get hung up in that. Don't get hung up in that, because that's not where you're going to really even make the most of your money. With the low ticket funnel, as soon as you're close to break even, focus is completely to sending people. How do I sell more stuff? How do I build a relationship? How do I make a good first impression? All those things. That's where that comes into play. And so for me, the reason why I'm able to shoot out these low ticket offers, almost every single week we're launching an offer across our portfolio. The reason why we're able to do that is because I don't get so hung up on just the front end and what's happening there. I focus on the product that is sold on the front end, and then the ascension on the back end. That's the true secret here. And guys, this whole low ticket wave and people getting into it and everyone's teaching it left and right. You have people teaching it and different gurus. They're going to become very common. And very soon, though, if you look at by the end of this year, you're going to have a lot of people who are launching low ticket offers and have one. And so the question is, okay, it's not who's going to be able to launch low ticket offer, it's who's going to be able to actually ascend these buyers into back end stuff. So get on early, start focusing on that, guys. Don't get caught up in just being good at your front end copy and even just your ads. You can have a bare minimum funnel. And as long as the product's really good, you gotta have a good product. As long as the product's really good, you'll be chilling if you have the ascension dialed in. So kind of hit on two things today. I was really just going to answer that one question. on what markets do low ticket offers work in, but I also want to get people aware of the true secret behind why our funnels are still live, why they're profitable, why our ads stay live, why we're not having to shut them down. Why that is the case is because of the ascension on the back end. That's the whole point. That's the whole purpose of them. So, hey, if you haven't launched your offer yet, I know some of you guys watching this, you haven't. You've been wanting to, maybe you're working on your low ticket offer right now, you're building out your funnel, and it's just taking so much time because you're just so focused on trying to make every little thing perfect on the front. I just want to encourage you. You don't need that yet. You can layer things on later. You can always improve it in the future. You've got this. It's going to be okay. You don't need amazing copy to sell a $3 product. You don't need world-class copy to sell even a $27 product. Come on. I promise you that. I know because I do not consider myself a world-class copywriter. By no means. I know people way better than me at writing copy. But a lot of times they get hung up on launching their offer because they're trying to make everything perfect. Whereas we're just like, launch it, have a good product, improve it later on, and it'll work out. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this quick little Monday video. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to click subscribe, leave a comment below. If you're on Facebook, let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and reach out to me if you just have any questions in general too about your offer. If you'd like me to look over your offer and validate it, feel free to shoot me a DM. I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on it and where you need some improvements. But that's all, guys. Appreciate you. I will see you soon on the next one. Peace out.